What's up, everybody? In today's video, we're going to be talking about Tekken 8 and the changes I like to see towards the story mode and the things I would do if I directed the game. In the background, you have some gameplay of me playing Tekken 7. My main is Lars. I know. I do play Lars.
You play last? Please stop. Change character. You must change character.
Unfortunately, but one of my favorite characters. But in today's main topic, we'll be talking about Tekken 8 story mode, the changes I'd like to see towards the game's mechanics, what I would love for Tekken 8 to be like, and all the other nonsense. Just a little rant that I really want to see. On YouTube, I don't see that much coverage of Tekken 8 story mode. Honestly, in fighting game, story mode is the secondary, forefront of the game. The secondary thing people talk about. It's all about the mechanics. Nobody really cares about story mode. It's the gameplay. The gameplay is the front, man. The gameplay is what we really care about. But we do enjoy a good story, and Tekken has a horrible story. The story is not too great. We all know the get down, and I'm not gonna give you guys an overview. If you're playing Tekken 7, you should know the story. But whatever, we're gonna get straight into it. So for Tekken 8 story mode, okay. My idea for Tekken 8 story mode or campaign, I would love for it to be a Demon Slayer or Naruto Cyber Connect type storyline, whereas you play through a main timeline of events and you branch off to side characters. For the main story, I would like for us to follow Jin and his team, Lars, Lee, and Alyssa, trying to find Kazuya to finally end the bloodline. And the side story or the side branches being all the other main characters or other side characters to the story that kind of give a little bit more oomph than others, because some characters hold more weight, either story-wise, popularity, or just their slight takes on impact of Tekken overall. Like, people know Law and Lei more than they know Miguel. Obviously, they've been in the game longer and stuff of that nature, but I would love for it to branch off, like chapter 1 being Jin's training with the devil form or something along those lines, and within that chapter you get a side story with Law and Paul doing something, or in chapter 2 you guys have a problem with Lars and Lee trying to find something for Jin, and then it branches off to other side stories. Like I have a great one with Kuma, who people do play Kuma, but he's not a popular character, but he does hold some weight to the story. Heihachi, being his father or his owner, is now dead. So a side story regarding him and, missing Heihachi, or something along the lines of him and Panda finally getting together and having a baby or something like that. That'd be pretty nice. So I do have a couple notes that I would like to be referring to right now, because I did write a lot down for this. I don't really have much in details of the main story. I don't know what Harada or whoever will be frontlining the story, what they will do, but I do want the main story to follow Jin and his party trying to find Kazuya. I don't typically care for the middle. I'm not a storyboard. I don't really know. I didn't want to go that deep into it, but I do have a great ending and that I would like to talk about later. But I do want to talk about the roster. I would like for the roster to be about 20 characters at start, maybe 15, but no more than 20. I just want 20. Now for my first, well, actually I have 21 down because of an extra character, but here would be my roster. We have at the forefront Jin and Kazuya, but I have a little slight note under it. I don't know if I want Devil Jin to be a separate character. I love Devil Jin. Devil Jin is one of my top 5 characters, but I would like if they were intertwined, maybe have Jin turn into Devil mid-game, or have some moves that is the Mishima style mid-fight, kind of like how Kazuya can turn into the Devil. I don't know if I want Jin to turn into the Devil, but something along those lines. We have Jin at 1, Kazuya at 2, Lars, I'm not gonna count anymore, Lars, Lee, Alyssa, Xiao Yu, Nina, Anna, Law, Paul, Steve, Harang, King, Marduk, Yoshi, Brian, Kuma / Panda, I don't want them separate anymore, Fang, Ahsoka, Lily, and Jack 8. That is the first 21 base characters. 21 because I added Jack 8 kind of late, but Jack 8 is pretty viable He's not doing nothing, but it's Jack 8. You gotta see it. You gotta see Jack 8. Remember Jack Infinite from Street Fighter Cross Tekken? Yeah. Jack X. We need a Jack 8. And then for DLC based characters or people who don't really mean much to the story, but I would like to see them into the game, Bruce. I want Bruce to replace Josie so bad. I miss Bruce. I don't like Josie. Blah, 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 blah. I know he's dead. Heihachi is now dead, but I'm pretty sure he's going to be in the game. I don't want him as DLC, but for the base game, he's not in the story mode. So this is more the characters that's in the story mode. Armor King, because I have a great side story with him, King and Marduk. And Mokujin and Dragunov as the base roster, but not DLC. Like, they should be in the base game, but I didn't want it to exceed the 20. And Dragunov doesn't really mean much to the story, albeit very popular, one of the best characters in the game. And Mokujin, I just miss Mokujin, man. It's something great about just picking him sometimes, and you just want to play anybody, just hopping online and just playing Mokujin. I miss that. But for DLC based characters that I would like to see return, Fakuram, albeit he needs to be tweaked. Lydia needs to be tweaked, albeit like, who are you? Nobody really knows you, but I would like to see her return. And I know I'm gonna say it and nobody's gonna care, but I want Leroy to return, albeit he needs plenty nerfs. I still think Leroy is broken, but I would like for those characters to return or have some type of impact or something in the story, be starting to, get into the groove of Tekken. People I don't care about, people I don't see the return, but may offer something to the story for the side characters would be Zafina. I hate Zafina. Zafina sucks. I hate Zafina. Eddie, Christy, I hate them too. I cannot stand capos, but gotta do what you gotta do. Nash. Ganryu, because there could be like a Julia thing or something that's a side character, for jokes, but we do have Lo and Paul, which are way better in my opinion. The Changs, Michelle and Julia, I don't really know. Michelle, I think she died, I'm not too sure. I don't really care about those characters. Bob, I have a good side story for him, but I don't really care if he's in the game. Miguel, nobody cares about Miguel. Nobody cares. Ravens, the Ravens. I would like to see Master Raven back because she is pretty cool. As she's right here right now. But where'd she come from? What happened to Raven?
Raven. Win. Resuming mission.
But who cares? Katarina, nobody cares. And Leo, Leo's cool, but I don't really know why they're in the game anymore. Like, what's the point? What is Leo's story? Like, the mom died or something like that? I don't know. Whatever. But I would like for the base characters to all have something to the story. I would like for example, Ahsoka and Lily. They have a great dynamic. They can have a side story where they meet up with Fang and Ahsoka tells Lily, "Oh, that's the guy that destroyed my dojo and hurt my father" or something, and then they team up to fight him. Or maybe Josie, though I can't stand Josie, maybe she's added to the group. Or Chloe, and something along those lines. Like this little girl dynamic or something. Kuma missing Heihachi, like I mentioned before. King and Marduk, which, oh my god. What happens when we find out who's under the Armor King mask? Nothing, right? Exactly. So I don't really know what's going to happen with that one. I care, but I don't care at the same time because and then you guys fight, like, who's under the mask?
Now what?
We never saw who was under the first Armor King's mask, so why do we care about the second one, right? I don't know, but whatever. Yoshimitsu having a side story with Brian and maybe Konomitsu. If Konomitsu does return, I would like for her to be dampened down. Like, she is anime to the T. I don't like, and look at me saying this as a Lars man, I don't like the wall carry. I don't like the projectile. It's not, I don't know, but she can come back if there's a great side story with her and Yoshi. Also Brian or something along the line. Brian probably gets the sword. You never know. The side story back in, I think, Tekken 6, where Law, Paul, and Steve like gave everybody laxative and they ended up winning in the tournament or something along those lines. A side story with Law and Paul, Steve, and Harang probably going against Fang, or they having a rivalry within each other. That would be great. Something along those lines would be fantastic where they branch off. If you ever play Demon Slayer or Naruto, you will understand that when you go through the chapters, like 4 or 5 main story pieces, and then it branches off to what's going on to the side, maybe like My Guy versus Madara, which was a main story, but you know, something along those lines. And lastly, game modes I'll talk about, and then I'll give a little bit left after that. Online, I will have ranked player match as we always have had. Practice online. I would love to practice with my friends online or something along those lines where I can say, hey, in real time, press options. Let's go to the move list. Let's go through the frame data or something along those lines. Please have frame data in the game base. I don't want to pay for that again. That's ridiculous. I have to pay for that. Don't talk to me if you didn't pay for it, whatever. I would love bowling online. I would love the beach volleyball and Tekken Force somewhere down the line, because Tekken 6 story mode was playable online, the campaign, and you had the little beat 'em up thing, which was fantastic for people who play Tekken but don't play Tekken. Like, you're not a competitor, you're not in here for like the hardcore stuff. You're just here to have fun. Like, a lot of my friends play Tekken just to have fun, but because our difference in, you know, experience is ridiculous, I have to play characters that don't play, like Jack or something, kind of make it a bit even, and even then, it's whatever. But a Tekken Force mode would be great, a bowling would be great, a beach ball mode would be great. The same modes for online I want offline, but I would love some extra stuff. Like, I keep the music changes, keep the customizations. I don't really care for customizations like that. Better or for worse, they're cool or whatever. But I would love a Mokujin tutorial training thing, kind of like how Guilty Gear has their training and tutorials. Tekken needs a diverse one, an extensive one, but I would love if Mokujin was the main character for it, or maybe Combat from Tekken 4. That'd be great. Maybe some other stupid stuff like card games, gambling, maybe a Tekken Force mode that's kind of like Yakuza. I don't know, something great like that, right? That'd be wonderful. But I do want to talk about Tekken 9. What? How'd you get to Tekken 9? You just talked about Tekken 8. I have an ending. I have a great ending for you, right? See how Kazuya finally killed his dad. Now he's on the ego trip. He's just loving it. He's full evil. He's always been evil. But what if in that time frame, what if in that time frame he does something that nobody expected, right? Hold on. Jin beats Kazuya. He ends the Mishima bloodline. Now it's him, right? Now we move on. Oh, but wait. There's another. What if during that time Kazuya impregnates Anna?
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Listen, I'm Kazuya. I'm evil as hell. I have this. I don't know how you feel about Anna. She ain't the baddest to me, but you know what I'm saying. I still hate Zafina, but Zafina, you know, she's a little bit. But what if he impregnates Anna? That's like a 25, 27-year gap between Jin and his baby brother now, or baby sister. You never know. That'd be beautiful. And it's probably not even just the devil form. It's like an atrocity, like Azazel. It rips through Anna, and now it's a super demon. I don't know. But something along those lines. Yeah. That'd be fantastic. That's kind of what I want for Tekken 8 story mode, because the Tekken 7 story mode with the reporter and the journalist was so dull, so boring. Who are you? Who was that guy? Nobody cared. I did love and enjoy the Heihachi, you know, background with his wife and how she portrayed him. She was the devil herself and this, that, and the third. That was beautiful. I did not enjoy Akuma in the game. It didn't make any sense still. He was a bodyguard or whatever. It was fine, but go back to Street Fighter, bro. Like, go help your game with your story mode, because I don't know what's going on over there in Street Fighter. Like, you out here killing your brother and you about to kill Kazumi? Who you like, bro? But whatever. When it comes to the story mode in other fighting games, I love Injustice. Everybody loves Injustice story mode and Mortal Kombat story mode. If they were to do something like that, I don't see it lasting as long as the Injustice series or as good. Story elements in Tekken are just not all that great. So a little cutscene here and there would be fine, you know, not too crazy. But a Demon Slayer timeline or Naruto timeline story mode, I feel would work great. You have 3 or 4 main fights per chapter, make it 4 to 5 chapters, couple side bits here, maybe 2 or 3 side bits per chapter. You can get each character in per se, you know, have some fun stuff. Like, what if Heihachi didn't die, or have him come out the lava like he's gonna do probably. I don't know. Show June. I would love June, but I don't want her in the game. She should be dead. That's really it. I don't really got much else, but I had to redo this video because the original video I had for this was about 40 minutes long, and editing it was outlandish, and I didn't really like the way it came out. I was kind of yapping a long time, but I just wanted to get this out again. But yeah, please let me know in the comments, what would you do to the Tekken 8 story? What would you do to Tekken 8 to fix it? I did not talk about game mechanics, honestly, because I believe Tekken 7 is phenomenal with mechanics. The only thing I would probably tweak is the armor moves or a little bit of the rage arts and the damage, because it's outlandish getting hit from 50% health from Paul. We don't talk about Paul here. We all seen the video. Screw Paul. Whatever. But please let me know, what would you do to the game? What would you add? What would you take out? Who do you want on the base roster? Who would you want for the DLC? You know, just start a conversation in the comments or something. Share this video, like and subscribe, all that good stuff. I'm gonna start doing longer videos like this. I don't know if I'm gonna be editing hard. I kind of just like doing the quick rants. I keep saying Demon Slayer. I am also playing Demon Slayer. I do have a video idea for that as well, because I also agree with a lot of the community that the demons are kind of ruining the game. What I would see for like Demon Slayer 2 or something along the line, but we'll talk about that later. Like I said, like and subscribe. Talk in the comments about Tekken. And have a good one, guys. Peace. Deuces. Have fun. Catch me online. I'll be online sometimes, bro. I'll be playing. Alright, I'm playing. I'm done. Have a good one.
Raven. Hyo. Win. Sha. Kai. Jin. Let's. Zai. Zen.